The sky turned gray at 3:30. Just like the night you left me. Windows shaking in the wind, like they felt it all again. There's thunder rolling down the street, like heavy words we couldn't speak. Lightning flashing white and blue. Every storm sounds like you. You used to hold me through the rain. Now it only says your name. Every storm sounds like you, falling hard and breaking through. Every drop against my skin feels like where we might have been. You were loud then gone too soon, a thunder leaving afternoon. And no matter what I do, every storm sounds like you. There's water pooling on the floor, like tears we didn't pour. The power flickers on and off, like love that wasn't strong enough. You said weather anything, but weather changes everything. Now clouds gather in my chest, and I can't seem to rest. The wind keeps knocking at my door, like you did once before. Every storm sounds like you, rushing in without a clue. Every flash across the sky feels like your last goodbye. You were fire, you were blue, you were chaos breaking through. And no matter what I do, every storm sounds like you. Maybe I confuse the rain with the memory of your name. Maybe thunder's just the sky crying out the same goodbye. Every storm sounds like you, even when the skies are blue. I still flinch at every crack, like you're calling me back. Time may calm the darkened view, but some echoes still ring true. And no matter how I move, every storm sounds like you. Every storm sounds like you. You turned the engine on at 9. Didn't look at me this time. City lights on your tired face, like we were running out of space. Your hand hovered near the dial, like you stayed there for a while. Every song that used to feel like us suddenly was dangerous. You used to sing off key and loud. That silence feels so different now. The night the radio stayed quiet was the night I felt us dying. No music filling up the air, just heavy words we didn't dare. You kept your eyes out on the road, like feelings weren't about to explode. And I knew before you tried it, when the radio stayed quiet. a scratch across the CD from the night you leaned too close to me. We were laughing at the red light glow, like we had somewhere left to go. But that night you let it play so low, I barely heard the stereo. And in between the static sound, I felt our forever breaking down. You used to fight me for that song. Now you just let the silence run. The night the radio stayed quiet was the night I felt us dying. No music filling up the air, it's just the weight of our despair. You said maybe we need space, but wouldn't even face my face. And I knew before you tried it, when the radio stayed quiet. Maybe love fades out slow, like a station losing signal. Maybe we just lost the sound of what we used to call forever. The night the radio stayed quiet was the night I stopped denying you were already letting go before you told me so. Now every time I drive alone, I turn the volume down real low, 'cause silence hits the hardest when the radio stays quiet. You didn't slam the door that night, didn't start a single fight. You just stood there in the hall like you'd already let me fall. Your suitcase waiting by your feet, heart beat loud but you didn't speak. I kept searching in your eyes for something I could recognize. You used to tell me everything, and now silence was the loudest thing. Your silence was louder than goodbye. It echoed when you met my eyes. No tears, no words, no reason why, just quiet, tearing us apart inside. I almost wish you would have cried or screamed and said you had to try, but you just let the moment die with silence louder than goodbye. The clock was ticking on the wall, like it knew we'd hit the fall. Every second stretched so thin, like it cut beneath my skin. You ran your hand across your hair, like you were no longer there. And I felt it in my chest, love giving up without a protest. We used to fight and make it right. rain was falling on the glass, blurring headlights as we passed. Every streetlight flickered gold, like you knew we wouldn't grow old. Your hands were steady on the wheel, mine were shaking, trying not to feel. The space between your seat and mine felt wider than the county line. You said we'll be okay somehow, but your eyes wouldn't meet mine now. We were driving through the rain, trying not to say what changed. Your silence louder than my name, echoing inside that lane. You said love don't disappear, but it vanished somewhere here. Now every storm just feels the same, like I'm stuck in that car again. My scarf still hanging by your side, caught in the door the night we cried. You laughed and said you'll need this back, but you never came for that. There's a coffee stain on your old seat from the night you spilled it over me. We were young and unaware that forever isn't fair. The radio played our favorite song, but neither of us sang along. We were driving through the rain, trying not to say what changed. Your silence louder than my name, echoing inside that lane. You said love don't disappear, but it vanished somewhere here. Now every storm just feels the same, like I'm stuck in that car again. Maybe love was just a road that only went so far. Maybe we were just two hearts so scared to fall apart. But I still keep that fading scarf, like proof we almost were. We were driving through the rain, both too proud to take the blame. Your hand slipped slowly out of mine, somewhere between the yellow lines. You said love don't disappear, but I lost you somewhere here. Now every storm calls out your name, and I'm in that car again. Your jacket in my backseat, still folded like I never will. It smells like smoke and peppermint, and every word you never meant. You wore it on that windy night when we were arguing in headlights, then pulled me close like we were fine, like love was still on our side. You said it's just a rough few days, but rough turned into walking away. Now it's your jacket in my backseat, heavier than it should be, like it carries every fight. We try to fix the traffic lights, I could drop it at your door, say it doesn't hurt no more, but I still feel you next to me, with your jacket in my backseat. There's a loose thread on the sleeve from when you caught it next to me. You laughed and said don't let it tear. Guess we didn't have that care. I drive with windows halfway down, hoping your scent won't hang around, but memories don't leave that fast. They linger like the past. I check the mirror just feels too long, like I'm dragging us along. I tell myself I'll give it back, but I keep taking the long way back, 'cause letting go feels incomplete with your jacket in my backseat. Your jacket in my backseat, and I'm driving through empty streets. Every stoplight turning red, like the words we never said. I know I should set it free, but part of you is stitched in me, so I keep you riding silently with your jacket in my backseat. There's a scarf on your passenger seat, soft as the words you used to speak, faded red with threads undone, like promises we never finished spun. It fell there on a Friday night when we were laughing at the traffic lights. You said, don't let me leave this here, guess I let you disappear. The rain taps slow against the glass, like you knew we wouldn't last. There's a scarf on your passenger seat, and it's staring back at me, like it knows what I don't say, that you're not coming back someday. I could fold it up, pretend this isn't where we had to end, but every road I take just leads to that scarf on your passenger seat. Your perfume lingers in the air, mixed with cold and midnight prayer. There's coffee stains and parking stubs from nights we swore were made for us. You traced our future on my hand, like love was something we had planned. Now the only thing that stays is fabric soaked in yesterday. I drive past where you said goodbye, still replaying that last line. There's a scarf on your passenger seat, and it's heavier than it should be, like it carries every word that we buried and never heard. I could drop it at your door, like it won't hurt me anymore, but I keep it close to me, that scarf on your passenger seat. Maybe love is just like this, threads unraveling in the wind. Maybe I was holding tight to something already slipping, but I can't wash your scent away or drive the memories astray. There's a scarf on your passenger seat, and it's the last piece The dashboard clock was glowing red. 11:57, nothing left unsaid. The city sleeping out of sight while we were losing us that night. Your fingers drumming on the wheel, like silence wasn't what you feel. The road curved softly to the right, like you knew this was goodbye. You said, let's just drive a little more, like we were near the door. At the last turn before midnight, I saw forever lose the fight. Your shadow fading in the streetlight glow, and I already knew you'd go. We didn't crash, we didn't burn, we just missed the final turn. And somewhere in that amber light, we ended before midnight. There's a stop sign down that lane where you first whispered my name. You said this feels different too, guess different fades too. The air was cold against my skin, like it knew you wouldn't stay in. I tried to memorize your face before it turned away. The world was quiet, holding breath, like it could feel what happened next. At the last turn before midnight, we were hanging by a light. Your hand hovering close to mine, but never crossing the line. We didn't scream, we didn't fight, just let the moment rewrite everything we thought was right. At the last turn before midnight, maybe love don't always break. Maybe sometimes it just fades, like numbers shifting on a clock. 1 minute more and then it stops. At the last turn before midnight, I felt you slipping out of sight. No fireworks, no dramatic scene, just quiet ending what had been. And every time the clock strikes 12, I find myself back there again, losing you in fading light. At the last turn before midnight. Rain on Cedar Avenue, falling like it always used to. Neon signs and traffic lights blurring in the midnight sky. You were laughing in the storm, said my jacket kept you warm. We were dancing in the street, like the world was at our feet. We thought love was bulletproof under that silver moon. Now it's rain on Cedar Avenue, and I'm standing here without you. Every corner holds your name, but nothing feels the same. We swore we'd never let it end, said we'd always be best friends, but all that's left of me and you is rain on Cedar Avenue. There's a diner down the block where we used to talk and talk about a house with painted walls and picture frames along the hall. Now I walk past on my own, hands buried in my coat. Your reflection in the glass feels The pavement shines beneath the street, like tears beneath my feet. Now it's rain on Cedar Avenue, and I'm standing here without you. Every memory cuts into like I don't know what to do. You said love would see us through, said forever felt so true, but forever slipped right through like rain on Cedar Avenue. Maybe we were just too young to know what love becomes. Maybe storms were always there, we just didn't care. But I still hear your laughter in the thunder after. Now it's rain on Cedar Avenue, and I'm still in love with you. Every drop reminds me how we don't talk like that now. I try to let your memory move, but every road just leads me to standing in the cold and blue with rain on Cedar Avenue. I drove past our old street tonight, didn't slow down at the light. The porch is painted someone new, different flowers, different view. There's no trace that we were there, no echo in the midnight air. Just a house that used to hold all the stories we once told. I thought it hurt more than it did, but healing's quiet like this. I'm driving past what we were, like it doesn't hurt, like I don't remember every word, every laugh I overheard. The windows down, I let it blur all the things that once were sure, but some roads don't lead to her. I'm just driving past what we were. There's a corner cafe still open late, where we used to sit and wait for life to start, for dreams to land, with coffee cups and trembling hands. Now I park across the street, heart steady, bittersweet. I don't go inside anymore, I don't look for you by the door. I used to replay every scene, now it's just a memory. Yeah. I'm driving past what we were, not stopping like before. The place we said was ours to keep feels smaller than it used to be. I guess love can change its shape, fade without a loud escape, and all that's left is just a blur, while I'm driving past what we were. Maybe we were meant to end. Not every love's a lifelong friend. Maybe letting go is brave, even if it still aches. I'm driving past where we were, and it doesn't break me anymore. There's a softness in the air, like I finally learned to care about the girl I used to be, who thought love was destiny. Now I thank the hurt while I'm driving past what we were. Somewhere between yellow lines, we were driving past midnight, city fading out of sight. Your fingers tapping on the wheel, like there was something you concealed. The highway stretched too far ahead, like all the things we never said. I watched the lines blur into two, and wondered when I started losing you. You said we'll figure it out soon, but your voice felt out of tune. Somewhere between yellow lines, we lost the us we used to find. Your hand slipped slowly out of mine, like love was running out of time. We kept driving like we cared, like forever was still there. But something changed in your eyes, somewhere between yellow lines. The radio was playing low, static more than stereo. We used to fight to choose a song, now neither one of us was wrong. A truck passed by, its headlights bright. For a second you were bathed in white, and I saw it clear as day. You were already pulling away. I felt it in the quiet air, that you were gone but still right there. Somewhere between yellow lines, we lost the us we used to find. Your hand slipped slowly out of mine, like love was running out of time. We kept driving like we cared, like forever was still there. But something changed in your eyes, somewhere between yellow lines to us. Maybe love don't crash and burn, maybe it just slowly turns into strangers sharing space, with familiar hearts and distant faces. Somewhere between yellow lines, we caught the truth we couldn't hide. You didn't say it, but I knew the road was splitting into two. Every time I drive at night, under broken amber lights, I see us fading in my mind, somewhere between yellow lines. Somewhere between yellow lines. We used to talk about growing old, in parking lots when nights were cold, drawing futures in the fog on your windshield while it locked. You said we'll laugh at this one day, as if love could never sway. We made plans and headlights glow, like we had somewhere left to go. But somewhere we're past that county sign. I felt your heart unlighting, right where forever pulled over. We both got a little colder. No crash, no burning flame, just two hearts changing lanes. We didn't say it out loud, but silence said it somehow. And I knew when you looked away, forever wouldn't stay. There's gravel where we used to park, talking dreams until dark. Now it's just an empty space with echoes I still trace. You kept your hand upon the wheel, like distance was the deal. I kept staring at the sky, pretending love don't die. The engine humming soft and low, like it already knew you'd go. Right where forever pulled over, we let go of each other. No dramatic last embrace, just heartbreak face to face. So said maybe someday soon, underneath the fading moon. But someday never came when forever changed. It's maybe love don't always last, maybe always moves too fast. Maybe we were just a stop on a road that couldn't stop. Right where forever pulled over, I'm still leaning on that shoulder of a memory I can't replace, of the way you said my name. And every time I pass that sign, I feel your fingers slip from mine. That's where I learned the truth about forever pulling You said I think I need some time underneath that broken sign. The engine humming soft and low, like it already knew you'd go. Your hand slipped out of mine, slow as fading highway lines. I stood there frozen in the cold, watching red lights turn to gold. I told myself you'd change your mind, but love was already behind. Now you're just headlights in the rear view, getting smaller like we always knew. Every promise we once swore, fading like they did before. I'm standing on the edge of truth, watching what I can't undo, and all that's left of me and you are headlights in the rear view. There's gravel crunching under shoes, the sound of something breaking loose. You didn't look back one more time. just headlights in the rear view, disappearing into blue. Every dream we used to chase, lost without a single trace. I'm stuck between what's false and true, watching everything we grew turn into something I once knew. Like headlights in the rear view. Maybe love was meant to lead like summer into autumn trees. Maybe I just held too tight to someone halfway out of sight. Now you're just headlights in the rear view, gone before I made it through. Every word I couldn't say, burning in the night you drove away. And every road I traveled to feels like losing you anew. 'Cause all I see when I close my eyes are headlights in the rear view. There's a coffee stain on your old white tee from the night you leaned too close to me. We were laughing in the kitchen light, said we'd never lose this fight. Steam was rising in the air, you brushed sugar from my hair, said forever felt so near, like we had nothing left to fear. We made plans on paper cups, like love would always be enough. Now it's coffee stains and promises, things we said but never did. Every always, every stay, fading slower every day. We were young and we believed in every word we didn't keep. Now all that's left for me to miss are coffee stains and promises. There's a corner booth downtown where we used to write things down, dreaming big in black ink lines, drawing hearts and dollar signs. You said one day we'll look back and laugh at where we're sitting at. Guess we didn't see the twist, that forever could end like this. We thought love was set in stone, but even stone can crack alone. Now it's coffee stains and promises, lipstick marks and fingertips. Every late night I swear I will, lost between the silence still. We were brave inside that kiss, too naive to think we'd miss how fragile something one can get, like coffee stains and promises. Maybe we were just a phase, wrapped in golden cafe haze. Maybe love was just the steam, vanishing from what it seemed. Now it's coffee stains and promises, echoing inside my ribs. Every forever that we swore, lying on that kitchen floor. And sometimes when the morning hits, I still taste you on my lips, and every bittersweet remiss of coffee stains and promises. The streetlights flickered. The streetlights flickered one by one, like they were scared of what we'd become. Your shadow danced across the dash while the rain kept falling fast. Your fingers tapped against the wheel, like you were trying not to feel the weight of words we didn't say, hanging heavy in the gray. You cleared your throat, looked straight ahead. I memorized the things you never said. When the streetlights flickered gold, that's when I knew we let go. Your hand was there, but felt so cold, like loving me was getting old. We drove like we were still okay, but silence gave us both away. Now every time the night gets cold, I see those streetlights flicker gold. There's a crack across your windshield now, just like us, but we don't talk about how something small can slowly spread until there's nothing left unsaid. You said it's just a phase we're in, but phases don't feel this thin. The radio's playing low, our song we didn't sing anymore. Your jaw was tight, your eyes were tired, and I could feel our love expire. When the streetlight flickered gold, that's when I knew we let go. Your hand was there, but felt so cold, like loving me was getting old. We drove like we were still okay, but silence gave us both away. Now every time the night gets cold, I see those streetlights flicker cold. Maybe love burns bright at first, then fades into something worse. Maybe we were just too young to know when it was done, but I still drive that road alone, just to see if it still feels like home. When the streetlights flickered gold, that's the night we lost our hold. Your hand slipped slowly from my own, somewhere I'll never know. We drove like we were still okay, but something in you drove away. Now every time the night gets cold, I see those streetlights flicker cold. I didn't move your seat again, it's just the way you left it then. Leaning back a little far, like you were never meant to stay in my car. There's fingerprints on the window glass from the night we thought this wouldn't pass. Your laugh still echoes in my head, but now it's just the things we never said. I turn the key, the engine starts, but I can't outrun a broken heart. There's an old receipt between the cracks from the diner off the highway back. We wrote our names inside a heart like we knew we'd fall apart. The radio plays the same old song, the one we used to scream along. Now I let it play real low, like if it's quiet I won't know. The mirror shows an empty side, but I still reach for you sometimes. Your seat still feels warm somehow, like you just stepped out right now. I swear I almost hear your voice saying I still have a choice, but love doesn't rewind and I can't press pause on time. So I drive alone through town with your ghost still riding around. Maybe I should move that seat, let the cold air take your place, but I'm scared if I change a thing, you'll disappear without a trace. Your seat still feels warm somehow, even though you're gone now. I know it's all inside my head, but some goodbyes are never said. So I keep driving through the night, chasing